Everyone, welcome back. Sorry if you hear me clattering about, by the way, it's my drink here. I got these, have you seen those new Copperbergs? They're like tropical flavour, cherry. This one's the new rhubarb one. It's absolutely vile, but I'm going to drink it because I'm just one of them people, like, I can't waste it. Like, my glass is literally full and it's absolutely vile. But anyways, on another note, I hope everyone's doing really, really well. Thank you everyone that's tuning in already. Big up Conrad here as well. Just keep liking and sharing if you can. Please sub to the channel as well. Really, really do appreciate it. Obviously, I've been off streaming the last couple of days. I've had the worst bad back. I still have got a bad back now, but I'm just sitting with a heat pack on it because I'm an old woman. The stadium looks pretty full. Is it at full capacity? Can anyone let me know if it's full capacity? Because it looks pretty full. Unless it's just deceiving because the seats are dark. I don't know. But anyways, the stadium looks pretty dull. So let's go through a couple of your comments and then we'll get the teams up. I actually really like doing these watch-alongs. I never thought I would like doing the watch-alongs. I used to watch like a couple of people's, but I never ever thought I would enjoy doing them. But honestly, I really, really do enjoy it. Really do enjoy it. Shout out Arjan as well. You know what? I'm very neutral, but I kind of want Chelsea to do it. Chelsea, I can't believe if I just said that. If they do now, just blame it on me. I kind of want Man City to do it just because obviously they haven't won it before, and they won the league this year and stuff. But it could be anyone's at this point. Chelsea's beat them twice already in this season in the Premier League, so yeah, it really could be anyone's at this point. Hi, Ken, are you doing okay today? Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Jonathan. Hope you are too. Shout out Joey as well, who says, come on, you Blues, Chelsea FC fan. That pre-game event is amazing. To be honest, I've just turned it on. I haven't even finished my dinner. I'm so late today. Like, my dinner's literally sat there. It'll just end up going cold. I'll just have to eat it later. Yeah, super, super late. Hi, Kendall. Hi, Graham, to you. Hey, Ken, how have you been hiding for a bit after what happened Wednesday? Oh, Man United fan. Yeah. Don't blame you. Don't blame you, Nathan. Not full, 6,000 each. Okay, great. Which is there. Thank you, everyone, for letting me know. Jason says here, hi, can I first time on channel? Well, thank you and welcome, Jason. Really do appreciate that. The referees are coming out now. I might be a little bit delayed again, as I state on every single show that I do. Every single bit of disclaimer. When I film upstairs, I have to watch on my Fire Stick on my TV upstairs, so it's always the stream's always a little bit late, but I have literally got BT Sport on right now, so it shouldn't be too far behind. So yeah. Jono, hey Kendall, great content as always. Thank you so much, Jono. Really appreciate that. Really do appreciate it. Even in kind of first neutral watch along for me is the stadium at 50%. I have no idea. I genuinely don't know what the capacity is. I didn't find out. I didn't see what it was meant to be. So, but everyone's obviously saying 6,000 each. So, I don't know what the full capacity of the stadium is in Portugal. No screw fraudiola. No DM physique lineup. Yeah, I'm going to bring the lineups in a minute. There is a couple of people missing, which I'm really, really, really surprised at. So if the 16,000 is about a third full, okay, that's absolutely fair enough. And both managers are fairly relaxed. Yeah, you know what? For Pep, he's had a good season already. The pressure's really with him because he needs to win this. This is like the last kind of thing he needs to win, obviously, with Man City. And Chelsea, well, they got top four. They got Champions League next year. This is like a step up for them. With probably the beginning of the season, if you're a Chelsea fan watching this, you probably didn't think you were going to be here right now. So obviously both very well deserved. Chelsea have had a really decent run in to the Champions League final. So yeah, I'm pretty neutral and I hope it's a good game because honestly, until penalties, that Europa final was horrendous. Like it was so bad, so bad. if I was a Man United fan, I would be very annoyed as well. Loved the video on BBC News. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that again. And well done to Brentford for going to the Premier League today. Yeah, congratulations, Brentford. They've tried 9 times to get into the Premier League and haven't been successful. So today it was their time. 9th time lucky, 10th time lucky, whatever it is. So yeah, it is about to kick off. So quickly we will go through the lineups. So for Chelsea, we have got Mendy, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, James, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mount, Werner, and Havertz. I'm going to get rid of your comment there, John. Sorry. So we can see the subs. Obviously on the bench is Caballero and Kepa, 2 keepers. Someone did ask me on Twitter if Tammy Abraham was injured. I don't know if he is, or he's just not there. Alonso, Emerson, Christensen, Zuma, Gilmore, Kovacic, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Ziyech, and Giroud. I don't know why I said Giroud. And then Man City's lineup is Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Mahrez, Sterling, and Foden. I'm really surprised to see the introduction of Bernardo Silva there, because I thought, Fernandinho would be playing. I thought Rodri would be playing. And Cancelo as well. But, we trust in Pep. We'll see what he can do. And fingers crossed, he comes through. I don't know. The funny thing is, okay, so the Man City fans that I know, I really like the Man City fans that I know. I don't find them delusional, because there's not really any point in them being delusional, because they are the shit, basically. So I don't find them annoying. They're quite fine. They can, brag as much as they want, but I don't even see that from them. Like, I just genuinely see them as being like just calm. The Chelsea fans, however, well, certain Chelsea fans that I know, I don't want them to do this, i.e. David, who I do Midnight Vibes with, because he's going to come on, he's going to be buzzing, and he's going to love it. And we always just say that we don't want it to be like that, but we do. We only joke, really. But yeah, as I say, I'm not too fussed about it. It doesn't really bother me necessarily. Who are you projecting to relegate next season in the Prem? That'll be really hard. I think you normally kind of know after the first couple of games, usually, but I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, really. Brighton were close, Burnley were close, we were close, so it could be anyone next season. I mean, it could be even, Norwich, who are definition of a yo-yo club, same with Watford, so it could be any of them, really. One thing is English team in Champions League. That's awesome. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. It's always claimed best team in the best league in the world, and I think it's arguable, really. But yeah, nice to see 2 English teams in the final. Although I really hate this narrative of, like the other night when Man United were playing Villarreal, and everyone's like, we want Man United to win because they're English. No, I don't understand that narrative whatsoever, because, like, why? Like, why do you want them to win because they're English? You hate them every other week. So I don't get it. How are you? Can I hope you're well? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Hope you are well too. Person don't care wins. Yeah, I don't really necessarily care. I would like City to win it just because, City. I think they're sorry, I've got hair on my mouth. I think they're more tolerable if they win, because they're winners. They're used to winning. So us, okay, could be us. We were there this season until the very last few games, Tom. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. Fully with you on that one. So City are on the ball at the moment. That's a foul. It's definitely a foul. Thomas Tuchel actually looks slightly stressed. I don't know if that's just his constant face, though. I don't know if that's he just constantly looks stressed, Tuchel. Does he? Let me know. I mean, I don't necessarily watch him constantly, but yeah, I feel like his face constantly looks agonized. If you're watching this and you're a Chelsea fan, it's probably unlikely, because let's be honest, you're going to be watching the game. But do you rate Jorginho? Anyway, just anyone watching, do you rate Jorginho? Because I've seen a lot that don't. I've seen a few that do. I think he's very Marmite, especially with the Chelsea fans. He's very, some like him, some don't. So Nathan says he wants Chelsea to win it. Well, obviously because you're a Man United fan, so you'll not want your local rivals. Werner's on the ball here, so Chelsea are on the attack. Oh, it's gone out for a corner, I think. Is it a corner or is it City's ball? Oh, it's a throw-in. Reece James has just took the throw in. Has he done something different with his hair? Looks different. If City win, do you think Pep will quit as he won everything? I don't think he'll quit. I think he said that he's got future plans with City and he wants to stay regardless, even if he does win the Champions League or even if he doesn't win the Champions League. I think he's staying anyway. I mean, they've won the league and the Carabao Cup, so I don't think it's a bad season at all. I would dream just to be in a final at this point and not the final of the Championship. So, yeah, I think it would be great. Chelsea are just at the back line at the moment. They're in control in their half, so we'll see what happens. Talking of teams possibly going down next season, I wouldn't rule out Palace. A lot of players out of contract, complete rebuild, and Roy leaving. Chelsea are in the box. Keepers. Edison's got hold of that. Edison, the midfielder, as we always like to joke, we think he's a midfielder. It's funny when you think about where a couple of goalkeepers actually started outfield. Like I think Buffon, he started outfield as a youngster, possibly a midfielder. Dean Henderson, I'm sure, was a striker when he was younger. There's a couple of goalkeepers who actually played outfield before they became goalkeepers, which was always really, really interesting. Like, how on earth were you a striker and then you suddenly became a goalkeeper? Like, that's insane, isn't it? With regards to Palace, obviously it depends who they get in as manager. I mean, Eddie Howe could go there. He's turned down Celtic. It could be a Lampard situation. We just don't know at this point. And yeah, a couple of teams similar to, the likes of Spain and Italy national teams who did a rebuild because their players were all getting old. I know it's obviously not out of contract, but their players were getting old, so they had to do a complete rebuild. Maybe Palace will do the same. Do Palace like their chairman? Is it Steve Parish? Their owner? Do Crystal Palace like him? Or do they not? Like, is it like a Newcastle West Ham type situation? Honestly, this drink's rancid. I'm not joking. If you see me drinking down tonight, it's because it's not nice. It's disgusting. Do not get the rhubarb Copperberg unless you like plant taste and stuff. The aftertaste is quite nice. Like, once you have a drink of it and it stays on your tongue, then you can taste the rhubarb, but it tastes like plants when you just drink it normally. So Chelsea have got the ball again. It's really actually difficult when you're doing a watch along because you can't watch. So Chelsea are on the attack. I think the ball's just gone out there. I'm actually quite surprised to see Bernardo Silva start. Don't know about anybody else, but has Chilwell been playing regularly for Chelsea? Because I didn't think he had. Or is he had a second coming under Tuchel? Is he starting to be a starter every week? Honestly, football goes out the window for a week and I just get lost. I don't know what's happening. Can't remember who's played. It's an absolute nightmare. But City are on the ball now. A horrible pass, whoever that was. Horrible pass. Oh, Kyle Walker's managed to get it. I think the foul's being given though. I don't know how this game's going to go. Really don't know how this game's going to go. But anyways, going back to this comment, Ronaldo could leave Juventus this summer. I don't see it. They got Champions League, didn't they? So he might stay. Obviously, with their new manager, they've got Allegri is obviously coming in as their manager. So, I don't know whether they'll like him, whether Ronaldo will want to leave. Obviously, there's been talks of him coming back to Man United in the summer. So you just don't know what's going to happen with Ronaldo. And I think it'll be interesting if he does leave. Because I don't really know where I see Ronaldo seeing out his career. It's a funny thing because I think he will not want to retire to his 40 plus probably, and he probably has a good right not to. But I think he's probably coming to the latter stages of his career now, just with age, just with footballer age, not ability, because it's not at all. He's still one of the two best footballers in the world. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Henderson was a striker. Yeah, I thought he was. That's why I was so surprised the night when when Ollie left a hair on. Okay, so he got a ball. I think he's offside though, is he? Oh, he still got it. Oh, unlucky. Raheem Sterling. Reece James looks like a different... Excuse me. Reece James looks like a different person because I'm so used to seeing him with his little blonde twists or dreads, whatever they were before. I don't know if they were twists or dreads, but yeah, I'm so used to seeing him with the longer hair. He looks so different. You can see the similarities between him and his sister when obviously you can see his face better, which is obviously Lauren James. So City's corner now. Oh, well defended. Oh, I think that was, yeah. I'm surprised to see Zinchenko play. I think I quite like Zinchenko, but I'm surprised to see him start. Pep always manages to overthink things when he's in an important game, though. So I hope he hasn't done that tonight. Evening, Dave. Thank you for joining. I like Alska side from Aldi. Had the pineapple raspberry yesterday. Amazing. Is it a bit like is it Old Mout or Old Moot? Because they do a pineapple and raspberry one, don't they? So I bet it's probably similar. I mean, Aldi just like to rip off everything, but make it 10 times cheaper. It's great. I love it. Love it. Have you seen the new McDonald's range that they're doing now? Like hash browns and chicken nuggets and stuff. Looks exactly the same as McDonald's, even the packaging. I wonder if Ronaldo will go to the MLS. You can see it in Miami, LA Galaxy. Yeah, a lot of players seem to... I don't know why. I don't watch the MLS. I might start watching it, but I don't watch it regularly, only off the one chance. Oh, that was bad defending that from John Stones. Terrible defending. Was it John Stones or was it Gundogan? I cannot tell. When the sound's on, I can't even tell who's who. I know that sounds ridiculous, but when people say oh, I can't hear if I can't see if there's no sound, that's how I feel. I don't know who's who. Genuinely, City on the attack again. Raheem Sterling. Oh, great pass. Oh, unlucky. Very, very well intercepted there by Chelsea. As I say, if you're already watching this and I'm behind, I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry. But I will be probably a little bit delayed. I don't know how delayed I am, but I will be a little bit delayed. So sorry about that. But Chelsea have still got the ball. Just playing it in front of their box at the moment. Oh, Reece James has done very, very well there. Very, very well. I really like Reece James. I think he should be going to the Euros. Looking at the right backs that we have, we're so stacked at right back with England. Really, really talented at right back. Obviously there's Trent, Trippier, Kyle Walker, Reece James. So I think Reece James should go for his defensive abilities, and I think he can also play a couple of positions. So Chelsea fans have told me. Same as Trippier for me would go because obviously, league winning. He's dictated a lot of Atleti's play this season, so I think he should go. It's really hard because Kyle Walker can obviously play centre-back in a back three, like a right-handed centre-back, right-sided centre-back, right-handed. Why would you need your hands in football? Ignore me. So I think it'll be very interesting to see who he does take. I don't know if he'll drop Trent. I don't know if he'll drop James. Might even drop Trippier at this point. I just don't know. But we will see on June the 1st, which is obviously 3 days' time, when Gareth Southgate finally picks his squad, because he has took a week longer than he should have, really. Just bottled it at the last minute. Absolutely shit himself, the fact that he had to pick some. It's my record, Gary Aldi McDonald's. I saw a big stack when I was in yesterday. Clear Big Mac. Yeah, there's been pictures flying around on Twitter of all the rip-offs. It's actually hilarious. It's it's another whole Colin the Caterpillar thing, or whatever they called theirs. Very weird, very strange. Nothing of note happened so far in the game. John Stones defended it pretty well there, but went straight back to Chelsea. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if they've scored, because you'll probably be ahead of me. Man City, when they attack again, the referee's trying to get involved. Why don't referees just stay out of the way? Genuinely, surely you know at one point, you just need to stay out of the way of the game. It's so funny. Stones is having a bit of he looks panicked, he looks stressed. Werner's literally standing offside, which is absolutely hilarious to me, because for some reason he can only score if him or his teammate who passes to him is offside. That's also offside. Yeah. I should be a lineswoman, shouldn't I? Look at me calling the offsides before they do. I should be a lineswoman. I'd just get too annoyed, you know. I just couldn't do anything associated with football, like as in like be involved at a level where I had to be like level-headed and rational, because me and football and rational, that's not a good concoction. It's not a good mix. It doesn't go. I'm always irrational. I'm always reactionary. I'm angry. My temper comes out. Like, there's just really no point. City just can't seem to get past Chelsea's backline at the moment, which is fair enough because Chelsea obviously had one of the best defences in the second half of the season. Tuchel did wonders with their defence. Absolute wonders with their defence. Like, Rudiger's like a different person now under Tuchel. Completely different person. Chelsea's ball is just at the back line at the moment. Man City look nervous, I'm glad. Yeah, they do look a little bit shaky. As I said, they always seem to overthink stuff. Chelsea keepers. Have a wild guess at who just took that shot. Please, for Chelsea. Just have a wild guess. You can probably guess. It just went straight to the keeper. Can't see each other out at the moment. Chelsea, yeah. It's, as I say, very 50-50, very, very 50-50. He was the lines on really hilarious to kick off. Chelsea on the attack again. Werner again. Side netting. Obviously, Chelsea are on top at the moment, but, you know, it must be frustrating as a Chelsea fan. I mean, it must be even frustrating for Werner himself that he just can't seem to get the right shot in. No matter what he does, he can't seem to get the right shot in. But yeah, he's just had two pretty horrible shots there. Yeah, Emma, I would be awful as a linesman. I would just be kicking off. If they start arguing with me, I'd just be like, who are you talking to? And then I'd end up getting sent off for being nasty. So there's just no point in me ever being a lineswoman. Everton fan, well done on beating us twice in the season. Much to my shock, both times, yes, we managed to, crazily. I did a watch along for one of them with Mike from the Blue Boys Network. If you want to go and check him out, Everton fan, great guy. And he was just fuming. I just couldn't believe it. I was just expecting to get beat every single time, but no, couldn't believe it. Chelsea, no, City, Rudiger again. Oh, I really like Rudiger as a player. I really, really, really do like Rudiger. Werner again. Yeah, Werner again. It's just very awkward, isn't it? Pay money to you as lineswoman. There's no way I'll take a shit from anyone. I'm not. That's the thing. I would actually have to have cards, like, as a lineswoman. Like, is that even allowed? I would genuinely have to have cards. And there's no way I could be a referee. I'd be getting in fights. There's just no way. I'm not even hard or anything, but, like, just people coming up in my face and that, it would just be no. I'd be, like, the worst person ever. I'd be Mike Dean. I'd be, like, the Mike Dean of referees. Like, just handing out red and yellow cards here, there, and everywhere. Joe Linton would have scored that Timo chance. Well, that's also questionable, very questionable. Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker seems to be like playing like a wing back position. He seems to be very far out the pitch, unless that you're just playing a high line in general. I don't know. I don't know what like everyone's game plan is tonight. Because obviously Pep has chosen some players that I was shocked to see. Not bad or anything like that. Yeah. City just cannot get past Chelsea's defence at the moment. Oh, could have been nasty. It just is so scrappy. They're literally scrappy, just scrapping each other at the moment. Very, very equal. Mostly in Chelsea's half of City on the attack, but obviously Chelsea have had the better chances on goal at the moment. Chelsea on the attack again. Werner. I feel sorry for him because he probably feels like, unlucky. Conte, unlucky. I always say Kante, but I know obviously commentators always like Conte because that's the French pronunciation. But then you just get mixed up with Antonio Conte and I just get confused. So it's Kante in my accent tonight, guys. Right. Big up Mike from Blue Boys Mental Health Issues Help Loads. Yeah, that's amazing. Mike's honestly the most kind-hearted person. He's just so genuine and absolutely brilliant. He's brilliant. Chelsea made a good start. Yeah, both teams have made very decent starts, but as I said, Chelsea have had the better chances. So it's just back out of City at the moment. They're just playing out from the back now. So we will see. As I've said, you guys will probably let me know if there's anyone scored because you're probably ahead of me. with this app. It's so nice to have to watch it on my app upstairs because I live in a new build, and for some reason the aerial signal doesn't reach from downstairs to upstairs. It's actually bizarre when the aerial's in the attic. It just makes zero sense. So yeah, but don't all new builds make zero sense, to be honest. I'm like forcing this drink down. It's actually vile. I don't think I like rhubarb anyway, so why did I choose rhubarb? I just wanted to try it because it was new. I don't know if Chelsea just cancelling City out. They're just doing really well. I mean, they are playing very well. Or it's a case of City just not being able to get past them. I personally would have had Fernandinho would have been starting for me. And I think Rodri's played really well all season, so I don't really know why either of them hasn't started. But it is what it is at this point. Pep's a manager for a reason. I'm not. Pep's a league winner manager for a reason. I'm not. Because as we've figured out, my temper is not good to be a football manager. I think there's a glimpse of Pep overthinking again. Yeah, you could be right. He does overthink these finals a lot. Especially Champions League, which is hence why he's obviously not won it at City. I don't know why he does that though. Pressure, or is it a case of he'll play something so he can change it if it's not working? I just don't really know where the logic is. Maybe we'll find out one day. I must say the good thing about Werner is, like, obviously people are going to look at his offside goals and look at the shots he doesn't take, but he is getting in the right positions to take them shots, which is half of the battle. It's just getting the actual shooting accurate without being offside, because obviously that means he's needing to take an extra step to be onside, like to score a goal, which obviously has to be worked on. But I personally feel like he has improved in terms of his positioning. Bit of a mixed bag of fouls here going on. Oh, I hope, like, if City win, like, I hope Aguero gets to come on, like, his last Champions League game of City. If he's gone to Barcelona, they'll obviously get Champions League again, but it's whether or not, he's going to be consistently playing, because even Griezmann, like, he was out of favour for a good while at Barca and then it managed to come back in again, so we'll see. We will see. I'm currently on 20 minutes 20. Like, I don't know how behind I am in terms of actual game. Like, the actual game. I'm assuming I'm like a minute and a half behind, just based on the time. So Sterling's got the ball now. Great pass to De Bruyne. Oh, still can't get past Chelsea's defence. I'll be stressing. I'd be so, like, pure stressed out if I was City at the minute. I think that must be one of the most frustrating things as a player, like, not being able to get past a defence consistently. Like, it must be so annoying. I think we've established that there's probably several jobs that I can't do due to my temper. I'm not even that bad. It's just like road rage. I'm horrible. I've got horrible road rage. Is Giroud out of contract in the summer? I think he is, isn't he? I hate Giroud's tattoo, but he's a very handsome man. Very handsome man. I would like to think Newcastle even for a year, honestly. Me. Pepper's so desperate. Yeah, he is obviously desperate to win the Champions League with City, and being in a final, it's got to be annoying when you don't win. So, as I say, maybe it's his year. Maybe they've figured out City at this point, because obviously Chelsea have beat them twice in the season, so maybe they figured them out, but it doesn't look like it so far. Chelsea, nope. Greatly defended by City there. Chelsea has still got the ball. I can see Aguero coming and get them in. Yeah, he could do. I mean, he likes to do that a lot, doesn't he? He likes to come on and score, so maybe he will. We'll see. We'll see. Great ball in from James. Didn't quite manage to hit the head. honestly, as I say, I find it so hard to tell who everybody is. Like, because some of them look like Havertz and Mount look very similar from up above. Jorginho as well looks similar from up above. Just with like the brown haircuts. So it's hard to tell who they are when there's no sound on. Jorginho just found a foul Kyle Walker there. Bit of a strange one. Yeah, John Stones just got it before Havertz on their goal. Just replayed it again there. Love Reece James' new trim. Yeah, he suits it. He looks so different, but yeah, he really does. He really does suit it. Giroud would be a great backup for Wilson, better than any other options we have apart from WATCHALONG, Gale, and Carroll should have gone anywhere. I'd like to think so, Tom, really and truly. But the way our club is and the way it works, Gale's likely to get a new contract. But he would be one of the first people on the list out for me this summer. Not, through his own shortfall or anything, but I don't think he serves his purpose at the club anymore. He's obviously out of favour as an attacking option. There's just no point in keeping him. But you're completely right. And I'll be playing Giroud personally for me. I mean, backup, fair enough. I know he's on the bench at Chelsea, but his wages are probably quite high. And I think, I'm not too sure, but I think he's possibly turned us down in the past. So, probably unlikely that we'll get him, but I'm sure there'll be several clubs in for Giroud on a free. 100%. But his wages are obviously going to be a sticking point for some Premier League clubs because he's probably on high wages. I mean, I don't know if that's just me guessing, but he's probably on quite decent wages. So, well, any Premier League footballers on decent wages, let's be honest. Well, to me, they are. The string's going to be a case of like just downing it and hoping that it doesn't taste disgusting. Not going to lie, that referee just needs to let the hair go. Needs to do what Alan Shearer. Let the hair just go. Because this whole, situation, not feeling it, referee. Not going to lie to you. Oh, it must be amazing to be a Champions League final, man, with your club. Especially abroad. Getting a little cheeky holiday as well when you've been allowed to travel. That's sick, that. That's so good. One day, Newcastle there. One day, Newcastle. Gale's one of those is a fantastic championship writer. We can't cut him from me. Yeah, completely agree, Tom. Completely agree. He was our best striker in the championship in obviously 16-17 season. So, yeah, completely agree. Just not right for the Premier League. So, James has just put a question in the box for Chelsea. Straight back out. Back to James again. The pressure from both sides is really interesting because obviously both sides just can't seem to cut through, which is great. Obviously, great tactical awareness. So it's City's ball again now. That's De Bruyne on the ball currently. I couldn't be an audio description person, could I? I'm rubbish at explaining. Can't even freaking tell who they are from here. I'll be like the worst audio description person ever. Better at subtitles. So, still City's ball. Terry Carr is calming the play down a little bit. For fuck's sake, I was told Chebs out, what's this? Yeah, unfortunately, the Chebs don't come out at any point. No one has ever seen them. But, Chelsea in the ball. Oh, Reece James is having a great game. Great game. But yeah, some woman accused me of just constantly getting my Chebs out for likes. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Emma says, I'm really surprised by this so far. Assume Man City would have much more of the ball. I think Pep might panic soon. Yeah, that's the worry. I would have thought De Bruyne would have controlled the game a little bit more. It seems to just be coming down this right-hand side a lot. Oh, they're on the ball. Oh, keepers. Very unlucky. City had a great chance there. Phil Foden. What a talent that lad is. What a bloody talent Phil Foden is, mind. Rudiger did very well to put his foot in front of it and it just deflected off and went to the keeper. Otherwise, it probably would have been a goal. So Bernard's got the ball now. Oh, it went out. Sorry, I can't laugh because, like, really, what a way we've got Joe Linton. But honestly, I feel for Werner because it's hard. Like, you know, you get abused for not cutting it, but they haven't really got any other tackle. I mean, Tammy Abraham, fair enough, but yeah, great tackle by Rudiger Nathan. Great tackle. Werner isn't that bad. Gets made out with Joe Linton 2.0. Werner's position is a lot better than Joe Linton, but Joe Linton and Werner do not play the same position in my mind. Yes, like on paper they might do, but Joe Linton for me is a centre mid, like all day long. I don't even know why he gets played as a winger or a forward because he's just not that. For me, he's 100% a centre mid. Like as classically centre mid as you could possibly get, Joe Linton to me. But obviously I'm wrong because he's played as a winger for most of the time. We signed him as a number 9. Well, whoever decided that is clearly on crack cocaine, allegedly. They're not really on crack cocaine, but if anyone watches Power, the lawyer in Power, what's he called? Joe. I can't think of his surname now. But yeah, Joe the lawyer, the quote from Power when he's like, "Are you high on crack cocaine?" Like that's always what I say. So I'm not saying that Charlie's on crack cocaine or anything like that, if you know what I mean. Maybe, yes, who knows? Everyone has a vice. Hey, Ken, it's good to see you. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Oh, thank you so much. Hope you are too. Thank you for always tuning in. Got a regular here. Thank you so much for that. And hope you had a good weekend too. Can't remember who you support now, though. Static. Can't remember who you support. This game's very, I would say calm, but it's not necessarily the players probably not calm. Just the gameplay is very slow, smooth. Both teams are very well judged. You can tell Chelsea's lines are really clean. Just took a little too much of a touch on that Kyle Walker. Oh, unlucky. I think that was a chance for Foden again there. Oh. That was very, very well done by Gundogan, by the way. Werner, for some reason, just ran into him and fell down. Okay, back to Mendy now for a goal kick. Steve Nixon, head of scouting, responsible for Joe Linton, pushed to sign and Rafa didn't. Yeah, I heard that Rafa didn't rate Joe Linton or St. Maximin, and said that Joe Linton was on below 20 million valuation rather than 40. So you know he was definitely 100% right there. Obviously, St. Maximin's turned out to be an unreal signing. We couldn't have guessed that, but he's not a Rafa player. Rafa likes well-disciplined team players, and obviously St. Maximin is just very, you know, he knows what he's good at. He's very able, very talented showboaty. So he's not a Rafa player, but, you know, Rafa made some decisions that, looking back now, in hindsight, maybe look questionable, but at the time they weren't, like letting Ivan Toney and Adam Armstrong go. You know, in hindsight, the way that they played in the championship season, that's like, oh, I can't believe you ever did that. But at the time, you wouldn't think that was it. Like Ivan Toney barely played for us. Adam Armstrong played 2 games. It just wasn't to right at the time. So yeah, exactly what I'm saying now. James Rafa made some bad choices. Well, I mean, Ashraf Lazar, that was probably one of the worst. Isn't he at Watford now? So that was probably one of the worst as well. So yeah, questionable decisions, but you know, everyone's human and everyone makes mistakes. So you get into the game now. Yeah, they're controlling the game a little bit more, which is what I expected from the off. But maybe they've settled into it. They've grown into the game, and we'll see. I'm expecting maybe a goal soon. Yeah, Tony and Armstrong is who I said as well. James, definitely. Oh, that was bad decision there. Zinchenko and Kevin De Bruyne look very similar as well, don't they? Very similar. Can I support Arsenal? I do really like Newcastle as well. I always want them to do well and be successful. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. It's always nice to hear because everyone seems to think we're delusional and strange. So it's nice to hear that someone's supportive of Newcastle. There's an argument to say Rafa was forced to make decisions because he didn't get the funds. That's true. He did make some incredible signings on a budget, i.e. Dubravka 4 million. Shah was about that 4 million as well. Made some incredible signings on a budget. You know, obviously record signing in Almiron. So yeah, he did very well with what he had. I mean, he came 10th in the newly promoted season. If that was Leeds, they got a top half finish this season. Everyone was like, oh, they've done fantastic, but it wasn't like that for us. It was, oh, they've overachieved, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Reece James deciding to take the ball up front himself. Chelsea on the attack now. Back to Kante. Is Aspilicueta number 28? I'm not joking. I cannot tell who people are if the sound's not on. I need the commentators to be like, so and so, because I'm getting mixed up with everyone. Everyone looks so the same. Shara Wilson, the most handsome men in EPL. Yeah, there's definitely argument to have. Callum Wilson's like, obviously, as you can tell. Oh no, wrong side. Love Callum Wilson. I've got a pin badge here of him as well. I've got him on the back of my Newcastle shirt as well from this season, the purple one. And obviously this Torres is my absolute love of my life. Also, did we see where Torres was coming back to? Because he was coming back to football, wasn't he? And he said that he was coming back. Yeah, this game's been very, I don't know if you would say boring, but it's been very calm. Very calm. Yeah, I can't tell who people are from this far up. Like, it's really hard to tell. Unless you have like a, like an iconic hairstyle. I struggle to tell who they are. So, yellow card there. I don't know who for. Gundogan, I believe. Gundogan. I've been so busy the last few days that I never even saw who's that down there? Oh, Thiago Silva. Pep's getting slightly stressed, you can tell. Slightly stressed. Okay, so I don't think he's actually even coming back to football. He's had like I think Thiago Silva's got is that a groin injury? It looks like he's holding his groin at the moment. Can I get to you recognize your football knowledge? Brilliant. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, the events like just make my day. Like genuinely make my day because I just do this for like fun. So honestly, they really make my day. Thank you so much for that. I'm seeing comments here. Thiago Silva's done, but I don't think I think he's all right. I mean, he looks okay anyway. It looks like he's coming back on. He's having a bit of a break. I really like Thiago Silva as a footballer. I think he's so good. I've liked him like all the time. I think he's absolutely brilliant. And he's, been such a good addition to Chelsea. Like, if even for leadership and experience, but for ability as well, like he's just a fantastic defender. Yeah, I don't think he's actually is coming back to play football. I think he was announcing like a partnership with someone, which is really weird because I actually thought he was coming back to play football. Yeah, that honestly, life for me playing. That's why I decided to come back this Friday. And on Friday, he did like a little like post. This is Torres, by the way. Did like a little post about playing with his kids, like in terms of like raw, like child's play, not like actually playing football. So it's like really annoyed me. Yes, it's like a play thing called Juguetos. Okay, so it's Chelsea on the attack. Great tackle again there. Great tackle. I can tell I got into my. I don't think he's coming back to play. It was just like a whole partnership with. I don't know what Juguetos is, if I'm even saying that right. I don't know what it is, but that's the post he's done. I think it's like a partnership with like a kids play thing. Oh, keepers. Mendy's got the ball again. I really like that green Chelsea kit. I'm not keen on the Chelsea kit with like the checks and like the new one this season. Not keen. But the green keeper kit's lovely. Can I ask, is Shah leaving Newcastle? Who else is leaving your club? No, as of now, Shah's not leaving as far as I know. And we'll probably find out in the next coming weeks who is leaving. There's a couple of players out of contract, like Andy Carroll, Saivet, or Thiago Silva's finished. He's down on the ground again. Yeah, I think it's game over for you. That must be heartbreaking in the Champions League final to be injured and have to come off. It's just heartbreaking. All the players are around him, you know, hugging him. And so will that be Zuma coming on? Oh, yeah, it is Zuma coming on. Oh, he's upset. Well, you would be, wouldn't you? You would be. Is Shah's contract up? I didn't know that. If it is. Genuinely didn't know that. I mean, I can find out for you. This will now be a big spanner in Chelsea's works because they will have had a game plan with Thiago Silva at the back. He's come off injured. Very upset. Obviously, his wife is there with him, Belle, who's become like an internet sensation. Everyone loves her on Twitter. Like, she loves the Chelsea. Like, she's just proper Chelsea at the minute. Christensen's coming on, actually. Not Zuma. Oh, that's a shame for Chelsea. Big shame. Because, as I say, they would have had a game plan with Thiago Silva at the head of it. And unfortunately, it hasn't worked out like that. So, I was going to have to change it around a little bit. But Christensen should, slot in nicely there. He's had some good Champions League games under his belt. Atletico Madrid, when they played Atletico Madrid the first time, Christensen was brilliant. So it's not too bad, but Thiago Silva's a big, big miss. Big miss. Sorry about that West Ham game. Mental what happened there. I think he only played that game and then we barely ever saw him ever again. Who signed him? Steve McLaren? It was very strange. Wasn't he like a 5-year contract? That's bizarre. So bizarre. I don't know what happened to him. He must be horrendous because he's not even in the reserves. Like, he must be actually an awful player. Imagine though, just Chelsea on the attack there. Oh, City defending so well. I mean, they've obviously got one of the best defences in the league. 2 best defences in the Premier League, in my opinion, here. It's gone back to Mendy now. Just calm the game down a little bit. Just, 5 or so minutes left, maybe just under, because as I say, I'm probably a little bit behind. But yeah, with regards to Saivet, however you say his name, like, imagine just not doing anything and getting paid what you get paid. I know it must be frustrating if you want to play football, and obviously getting a move elsewhere will be really, really tough because he hasn't played for so long. But just sitting your ass for like 3-4 years and getting that money, like, that's crazy. I'll go and do it. I'll go and sit on the bench for that wage. I do not mind. I'll make the teas. Honestly, do not mind one bit. Do not mind. This game's been very calm so far. Oh, I mean, it's slightly better football because both defences have been brilliant. Slightly better football in the Europa League final, but I want a goal fest. I want excitement. I want fun. Like, this is probably frustrating on both parts. Yeah, Thiago Silva looks gutted. Absolutely gutted. Sit with the ice pack on his groin. Oh, he's put a t-shirt over his head. I do feel from it. I do. Must be really hard. You can tell he's a player that like wants to play and wants to do well, wants to help his team win though. So must be really hard. Yeah, McLaren signed him as bad as he is. Bruce's comment in January is awful, saying he restored Atsu at the squad because it was either Atsu. I bet. Yeah, I remember that. Look, Steve Bruce has made some horrible comments. It doesn't even surprise me, the comments that he makes now, because he's a dick. Like, why would you actually go on live television after a match and blame your loss, or was it the draw against Wolves, on one of your players? Like, saying Richie didn't give instructions quick enough. Like, Steve Bruce, he's not an integral man. He is just a very rude, disrespectful person. So Chelsea on the attack here. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Oh, what's Edison doing? Oh, it's a goal. Kai Havertz for Chelsea. It's a goal. What was Edison doing, first of all? The pass for the goal was fantastic. Was that Mount who put that pass in? Yeah, Chelsea 1-0 goal. Yeah, I had a comment a comment. I had a DM off a Huddersfield fan today asking how Atsu was because he was coming to them. I mean, they love a bit of a Newcastle cast-off, don't they, Huddersfield? Obviously, they got Rolando Aarons as well. So I wish Atsu all the best. Hasn't done any harm. Hasn't done any wrong. He was quite important in the Championship, honestly. But yeah, again, just hasn't done any wrong. I find him like cute, like, oh, Atsu. No, Sarah is still at Newcastle until this summer when his contract runs out. And knowing the way our clubs ran, bloody hell, it'll be flaming. They'll be getting a new contract. The way our club is, absolute dopes. I don't even want to look at my group chat because that's annoying. Why is everyone for Chelsea? That's really strange, isn't it? I don't know why. Don't know why everyone's for Chelsea. I mean, great to score just before half-time as well. Great. I'm going to be stressed to death. City need to come out with a game plan second half. I don't think their game plan's worked. I mean, yes, they have cancelled each other out. That goal there, the pass was phenomenal. Edison made a mistake coming out of his box. But City need a better game plan to break Chelsea down because they're just not doing it hard enough. Chelsea's defence are doing really, really, really well. Missed fight of the year, Bruce versus Richie. Yeah. You know, Richie called Steve Bruce a coward, which is exactly what he is. So I love Matt Ritchie. I think he's brilliant, and I think he's definitely played a part in us having such good form the last few games of the season. Could be worse. Newcastle could have signed Fabian Delph. Where is Fabian Delph now? Oh, isn't he? I want to check that before I say what I'm about to. No, I thought he was at like Watford, but he's actually at Everton. Which I didn't know. I didn't know he was at Everton. I honestly didn't. Yeah, at Everton, sadly. That makes sense, you saying that, Jason. I should have clicked on when you said it. Should have clicked on it. It was at Everton. Thought Man City would wanted Chelsea to score first. Obviously disappointed with City. Yeah, I am too, Emma. Really, really disappointed with how they've attacked this game. Again, is it a case of Pep overthinking it like he does every Champions League game that he plays, even regardless of whether it's a final or not? He overthinks these big games, especially the Champions League, hence why he hasn't won it. The pressure just gets to him. And City have lost it now. They've just lost control. They don't really know what's going on. Chelsea have controlled the ball a lot better. Their defence has been very sound. I mean, both defences, to be fair, I don't know what they were doing for that goal, but as I say, it was a great pass from Chelsea, so can't take away from that. There's a lass in the crowd on her phone in a Champions League final. First of all, how's she getting signal? Because you just can't in a football stadium. Although West Ham, I think, have Wi-Fi. Second of all, you're in a Champions League final. Your team's in a Champions League final. How are you sitting on your phone? How? Makes no sense. Yeah, City are right off the pace, Dave. You come 100% right. Off the pace. Chelsea again. Very well controlled by Werner. No, missed it. Ruben Dias is playing next to Pebbles. John Pebbles. Starting 11 up the attacking, but this isn't like them all. Yeah. I think he made a mistake. Honestly, I do. I think he made a mistake with how he set up. He should have just gone with what he had done during the league. Fernandinho, Rodri should have been in there. Cancelo, even. It should have been... They should have been in there for me. Or, you know, at least two of them. I think it's a mistake starting Bernardo Silva. I think it was a mistake starting Zinchenko. I just don't know. They've just stopped. He's got to change it second half. He can't come out with that same team second half. No chance. Anyone that's on their phone may as well give us and everyone in the live chat a free ticket to go. Exactly. Why would you sit on your phone like that? That's so annoying. Yeah, Michael, 100% agree. I said this myself. I said if Chelsea signed a prolific guaranteed goal scorer, they would definitely title contenders next season. 100% title contenders for me. Obviously, it's half time now. Really disappointing first half from City. Really disappointing. they've got to come out second half. Pep's got to change it. Tuchel tactically has outclassed Pep on every level. Their defence has been solid. They've had a cohesive game plan. They've been very, very distinct in their lines and how they've played their system. Really, really good. Tuchel has played this very, very well. Very, very well. For me, Sergio Aguero's got to come on. I mean, even Ferran Torres at a push, but even for me, he's nowhere near as clinical as Aguero. Aguero's got to come on for me. I know that might seem strange to some because obviously he hasn't been playing, but he's got to come on. He's a game winner. We've seen it throughout his career. He's a game winner. So he's got to come on for me. Bernardo Silva's got to come off. Zinchenko for me, he's got to come off. I'll be making 3 changes at half time, honestly, if I was Pep. You want to go out and win this game. Sterling's had a couple of chances, but hasn't really done much. Mahrez has barely had a touch of the ball, but I do like Mahrez. I don't know who I would take off. I don't know who I would, what I would do, hence why I'm not a football manager. So many copper tickets, it's a joke. It's the reason it's not in the UK. I know of 6 YouTubers there, non-supported of the team. Wow. Yeah, I must admit, I did see a couple of YouTubers I know myself, like YouTubers and podcasters I know myself, who have gone who don't support either. So yeah, you're right there, James, 100%. Everyone talks about Bruno going missing. I haven't seen De Bruyne. I don't think he's had a good season personally, even though they've won the league. I don't think he's had the best season of his life, honestly. I really don't. I think not last season, the season before was better from him. But, you know, he's still in player of the year conversations, and that's perfectly fine. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. I think he's a phenomenal player. But, yeah, he's just off the mark today. Very disappointed by Man City. We need to set the second half. 100% they do. Aguero truly have the motivation. Agree, could be a game changer. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, people say he's finished and whatnot. I don't think he's finished at all. And if I was City, you know, they haven't been playing with the out and out striker, and they've still won the league. But I would have been keeping him, honestly. If that was an option, I would have been keeping him for me. I mean, I don't like Gabriel Jesus or anything like that. I don't think he's on that level. But again, he's not a number 9 or an out and out striker. I'm really sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. My hay fever's playing right up today with this hot weather. Did they? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, the way that some of them are sat on their phones. Like, that's a joke. Like, how can you sit on your phone? I'd be wrecked, singing me songs, chanting. Especially if I was up, like 1-0 up as well. What is your go-to drunk scran food? I don't have a go-to. I mean, I can only eat a kebab if I'm drunk. I cannot eat a kebab sober. Like, that to me is like... I can eat, it's like the best thing ever when you're drunk, though. I can finish it, but when I'm sober, I can't touch it. Chicken nuggets, normally. Chicken nuggets, probably, because that's like classic. That's safe. But yeah. Frig me, I'm sick of seeing this stupid Lynx advert. Is it Lynx? Yeah, it is. The one with H. It's very strange advert. I can eat a Big Mac drunk but not sober. I love Big Mac. I can eat a Big Mac sober. God, honestly, sorry, I'm not picking my nose. I'm just itching it. Look how red it is. I'm so itchy. I've got the windows open because it's absolutely boiling. It's literally 24 degrees in my room, and the hay fever is just not helping. I've got the windows open, but it has to be done. Hey Adam, shout out Adam. Who do you think will win? Honestly, the way it's looking right now, I think Chelsea have got the game in control. They know what they're doing. They've got a very cohesive game plan. Tuchel's obviously tactically he knows, obviously the team knows, he knows exactly what's going to be done. Chelsea, if City don't change second half, make at least 2 changes, for me, they've just got no chance. Chelsea just seem really on the ball and look like they want it more at this point. The defence has been brilliant. Reece James, for me, has been absolutely phenomenal. Havertz has been getting... I keep saying Havertz. You know why that is? Because KJ, when we do advice, KJ says Havertz, and it gets in my head. Havertz has been brilliant as well. Yeah, I just think Chelsea have got it under control. But I would much rather City win it because City is more bearable. City fans are more variable than Chelsea, even though I love so many Chelsea fans. I have so many Chelsea fans who are friends. So it'd be nice to see them celebrate something. Hey, can they bloody ace and well done for calling out that Geordie, you know who. Every time I look at him now, I think of Ed Norton in American history, but enough of that respect. Thanks, Jez. Jez always bigs me up. I really, really do appreciate it, genuinely. Other than football, what sports do you like? For example, boxing or basketball? I watch NFL. I follow the Philadelphia Eagles, have done for about 7 years now. I don't know the ins and outs of NFL law. I know the basics of the game. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't watch it regularly enough. I follow their season, but other than that, don't watch it regularly. And that's all it. I watch boxing if it's a big fight, but I'm like that when they hit each other. I feel it's awful for them. But other than that, I don't really follow any of the sports. Football, like basically my life, sadly. I did say I would get into basketball though when the season comes around again. I did say that, so who knows? We will see. I can easily eat a doner kebab so I did yesterday. Props to you, Tom. Honestly, they always look so nice. Like it makes me hungry, but I can't eat it sober. It like makes me sick. I can eat like 2 pieces of it, and I'm like, I don't know why I don't like it sober. I just don't know why. Can't have Chelsea winning 2 UCLs, man, especially being an Arsenal fan. But you called a blue whale. What's that about? Why are you called a blue whale if you're an Arsenal fan? Two blue teams playing tonight. But yeah, I would like City to win it because they're more bearable. That's all I mean. And I don't want Man United to be like, Man United fans are always the ones saying, oh, Manchester's rare. They were the only one who's got a Champions League. I want City to do it just for that. Hay fever is a total nightmare. Recently recovered from it. Look after yourself. Yeah, thank you. Hay fever is horrendous when it's bad. It's really annoying. Sorry, my cat's just licking my daughter's face who is asleep. You're amazing, and so is this channel. I've subscribed in Hyphen Gateshead. Thank you so much, Adam. Genuinely, really, really appreciate that. You're only up the road in Gateshead, so thank you for that. You're obsessed with blue whales. Okay, I mean, look, that makes so much sense. That's a very easy answer to give. I don't blame you. But let's see what the timelines say. Let's see who they're cooking. If they're cooking Werner for missing his chances. Oh, everyone's just telling me where to get plantain because I've craved fried plantain for absolutely months and I can't get it anywhere in Durham. Can't get anywhere as far as I'm aware, and if you can, I haven't seen it. And I haven't been to Gateshead or Newcastle to get any, so I've been craving it. So I'm just getting texts telling me where to find it. For some reason, people are randomly putting their watch-along links under my watch-along. I don't know why. Everyone's just having a go at me because I said that. I didn't mean it in for everyone. Not all English football fans are stupid. I mean, I'm not. You lot who are watching aren't. You're not stupid. But I did say English football fans are stupid because why do they go abroad and fight each other? Why would you do that? Genuinely. I don't understand this thing, and it makes us look stupid. Everyone always laughs at English football fans, and it's always a thing that we're drunk and fight and throw chairs, and I hate that. And I'm just getting some comments on Twitter about me saying that. So yeah, let's see what the timeline's saying about the game. Oh, sorry, I'm missing some of your comments. Let's hope we go a minute now. Yeah, good luck, Nippon. I hope that you have a good ending to the game. Conrad, yes, the little one is sleeping. She's not well. She's got a cough and a cold, so they pick up everything from nursery. So yeah, she's got a cough and a cold, so she's asleep at the moment. Shout out to Thomas as well. Even if City don't win the UCL, Manchester will still be blue. That's very, very true. Very true. England. Do you know when we can fly to the US again from UK? I'm going mental. I don't. I'm very sorry. I have no idea. I was looking at going to Amsterdam. Obviously, I used to live just near Amsterdam. I was looking at going back, but I don't even think I can fly there at the moment. The Netherlands aren't letting anyone in, so I'm really sorry. I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments might know. Thoughts on the first half, Ryan? As I've said, I thought Chelsea dominated. They were very tactically sound. They knew what they were doing. They had a cohesive game plan and it absolutely worked. The defence has been phenomenal. City just haven't broken Chelsea down enough. That's why, for me, they need Aguero one or someone of that calibre. For me, I think there needs to be a couple of changes made at half-time to even get ahead of themselves, because they're just trailing at the moment, haven't got a clue. Liverpool on my mind. Plantain just used banana, Granger Mac. Banana and plantain, they look similar, but they're not similar. They're really not. Granger Market in Newcastle, possibly. Own African Caribbean food shop, plenty in Newcastle. Trial Shields Road in Bike a couple. Yeah, I know there is one. It's one I used to get in Newcastle all the time. But as I say, I just haven't been in the centre of Newcastle apart from to the game. I haven't been in the centre of Newcastle for like a while, so I haven't been to get any. I'm gutted for tomorrow. What does that guy need to do? I don't know. I cannot believe he hasn't had a call up even to the provisional squad. For me, he should be in the main squad, honestly. I would be taking him with me if Southgate. I don't see why it wasn't even in the provisional squad, which is crazy to me. But yeah. Robinson says, Emma, where's Robinson's? Is it in Durham? Where's that? Tell me, please, and I'll go, because I really crave it. I'm actually desperate for it at this point. Everyone's been shouting out Lev's Delivery in Newcastle as well, which I really need to get food from. Do you know Jan on the Dog Rugby channel? Jan, I know Jan really well. I've done loads and loads of streams with him in the past. I know Jan really well. I did see that Expressions had put a picture of her and Sophie Rose today, so that'll be good. I'm not watching it because I'm doing this, but that'll be sick. Yeah, I love Jan. Follow your Instagram channel. Thanks so much, Adam. Really do appreciate that as well. I was going to get to the timeline, see what timeline was saying, but we will see. Tottenham fans being upset. I'm laughing. Chelsea are 17-1 when scoring first under Thomas Tuchel across all competitions. So if they lose, that's going to be very, very hard. Very, very hard. I'm seeing here someone said Bernardo Silva is a grafter. I haven't seen much from him tonight. Maybe it's because I've been talking too much and I haven't really watched it. But everyone's questioning why Fernandinho didn't start. Same as me. I was questioning it as well. I must admit, though, I don't know if it's because I'm not obviously involved in it, or I don't maybe follow the right content on social media, but I haven't seen a lot of hype around this final. I don't know if anyone else is the same. Maybe if you're a Chelsea fan, you're thinking differently, or a Man City fan. But I haven't seen a lot of hype around it. Like the build-up and stuff hasn't been as exciting. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Obviously, you guys, if you see it more, will tell me. But I don't know. I just haven't seen as much hype around a lot of things. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, everyone's just saying Pep first half tactics are shambles. North Run Durham. Okay, Emma, I am going there. Oh, will it be open tomorrow's bank holiday? It won't be. Oh, I'll have to go on Tuesday. It won't be open on Monday either. Oh, another 2 days with a plantain. I'm tired. I just want it now. But great, I will definitely check there out next week. Emma, thank you for that. Best place I found to eat up Newcastle way was a butcher's in Hexham called Cranston's. Beautiful. I don't go to Hexham that much. I do quite like Hexham actually for food shopping. It's not that far away from me, but I haven't been to Cranston, so there's another place to try. Look, you get everything on this channel. Food talk, football talk, crap alcohol that tastes vile. You get absolutely everything on this channel. I'm going to just shout out, put a little tweet out of my thoughts. Oh my God, I can't even type at the moment. Honestly, I think I'm delusional, I think there's something wrong with us. I'm not going to lie. Thank you everyone for tuning in as well. Really do appreciate it, because I know everyone was watching the game. I didn't know how watch along was going to go for such an important game. The last day of the league when Atletico won, that was so good. That got 5,000 plus views on YouTube, which was friggin' fantastic. Oh, Tammy Abraham's there. He's just not on the bench. Weird, very weird. He obviously just travelled with the squad. But strange. But yeah, in terms of watch along, I didn't know how this one was going to go because, as I said, everyone was probably watching it and on the TV and not really bothered about watch along. So if you're watching, thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. I expected it not to be as good as my other watch alongs in terms of people watching, but still really, really grateful for everyone who is. And I forgot about my pasta, which is probably cold now. Well, not probably, definitely cold now. Finish me tweet, and then obviously second half is about a kick-off, so we'll see. Players on the field ready to kick off now. Defense has been immense. That's like annoying, isn't it? Because sorry, I've just seen something on my table. Like I thought, like my drink was what's the word? Staying on my table. Staying on my desk. This drink's vile. It's not even getting better the more you drink it. Pep needs game changers. Less hype because they're still recovering from COVID. Maybe, honestly, Tom, I don't have a reason for it. Maybe I just don't follow the right content and haven't seen the right things. I don't know. But we'll see. And I honestly genuinely the stadium looked so full when like it was like an above shot. When you look at it from this angle, like pitch angle, it doesn't look full at all. Obviously kickoff, second half has kicked off. Catalan, glad you pronounced it right. Atletico for Atletico Madrid. You and Kieran Trippier, the only ones I know that pronounce it right. Atletico. I call it a pet hate when people call it Atletico Madrid, but not really, because I've got to look at it in context-wise. Like, for pronunciation, obviously, Atletico is not like a sound that English people would make necessarily. So a lot of people do call it Atletico, so I kind of have to let it slide a little bit, but it does annoy me as well. It really does annoy me as well. Don't think Tuchel rates Tammy. Can see him being available in summer. Yeah, I think Tammy's gone in the summer 100%. I think he's a Premier League striker for me, personally. Just obviously, I know a lot of people say maybe not Chelsea's level, but he's their top scorer and he doesn't even get on the bench. So that's just strange to me. Strange. Oh, shout out Rose as well. Everyone go and check out Rose's channel. She's an Everton fan. Jason, you probably will know Rose because you're obviously an Everton fan as well. So yeah, everyone go and check out Rose's channel. Shout out to you and thank you for watching as well. Stress Free says here, if Chelsea win it, it means 3 German coaches have won it in the last 3 years. Wow, that's amazing. So who would it have been? Obviously Klopp, and would it have been Bayern Munich's managers? Did they win it? Yeah, they won it the year before, didn't they? That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Who do you think will win the Euros? France, Portugal, Italy, all have good chances. England, maybe. I don't know. I just don't trust Southgate. I think squad-wise, we absolutely have the squad to win it. Just don't think we have the manager to win it. I mean, I was going to say like Steve Bruce, Newcastle squad isn't good enough for the Premier League, but the manager isn't either. So City have got a chance here. Got a free kick. It's quite far out, so it's not going to go in. If it does, it's a worldie. But obviously they'll try and get it on ahead. Oh, absolutely awful. Went straight to Chelsea, into Chelsea's defence. Kante got it straight away. Viva Deutschland. Viva Deutschland. I'm trying to understand. I do agree with me. Really annoys me a lot. Fingernails and chalkboard. Yeah, a lot of things annoy me with regards to football. Like people calling Jeff Hendricks really annoys me. And Ryan Fraser, or like spelling Fraser with a Z. Like, oh my God, that really annoys me as well. A lot, as you can tell, a lot of things annoy me clearly. Yeah, shout out Jason. Big up Rose. Big up Rose. Hansi Flick. Yeah, I didn't know who was manager at Bayern at the time. I couldn't remember. Didn't know if it was Flick or someone else. If Chelsea win this, Havertz a flop side and suddenly becomes a bargain. If he scores the winning goal, yeah, Chelsea fans going to be saying, we told you so, when they absolutely didn't. Imagine if Werner scores. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Crazy. Southgate is very uninspiring. That's a very good word to describe him, Tom. He's very uninspiring. I don't trust him to be a manager of that talent. Chelsea on the attack again. Oh, City, you've got it back. Yeah, I just don't trust Southgate with that squad. I think he's got the most talented squad we've had since the early 2000s. Obviously, the whole golden age of, Lampard's, Beckham, Scholes, Gerrard, Cole, people like that. And I think he's got the most talented squad since that point. I mean, there was one point where Bertrand and Ryan Bertrand and Redmond, were getting games and stuff. Danny Welbeck, Daniel Sturridge, players like that who, I mean, even Connor Cody. How does he get a call up? Connor friggin' Cody. I don't understand when Tamari should have been getting a call up. Sam says Fraser with a Z. Yeah, if it's an accent thing, that's fine. But when people spell it Z, with a Z in typing, I can't stand it. Honestly, it really annoys me. But yeah, I just want the Euros to come to happen now. I mean, we're 2 weeks away now. Well, less than 2 weeks. And I just can't wait. I just love tournament. I just love a tournament atmosphere. And especially now restrictions are lifted, so you can go to the pub and watch it. It's just a lot better. That 2018 World Cup was just so good. It was so good. Edison needs to stop. I mean, he's done fine there, but he needs to stop coming so far out of his box. What is that? He would stress me out if he did stuff like that. 45 minutes is a long time since anything happened. Very, 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 very true. Can't believe Ben White got called up. You know what? I don't mind Ben White, right? But the fact is, I would have called Lewis Dunk up over Ben White if you were going to have a Brighton defender. However, Southgate said in his press conference, obviously the other day, he was like, oh, I only chose Ben White over Lewis Dunk, because he was asked the question, why did Lewis Dunk not deserve a call up if Ben does? He's like, I only chose Ben White because he was younger. What sort of an excuse is that, genuinely? That's so dumb to me. This is what I mean. It does ridiculous things. City started better, yeah. They just started a lot better. They're just... Oh, did he make any changes, by the way? I forgot about my tweet, and it's kind of outdated now. Anyways. Did Pep make any changes? I live in Brighton and we're all sitting down here, Ben White. He won't get called up to the main squad. Oh, no one Southgate, he probably friggin' will, But again, Tyrone Mings is another player that I personally wouldn't have had in there, but we don't really have much choice at centre-backs. Of really good talent at centre-backs. So I guess you have to have a few in there, but Tamari would have been in there for me. Oh, that was a bad challenge. Wow. It wasn't even a card. I really, really thought it looked like a bad challenge from here. Yeah, Duncan Konza I would have had on, yeah. 100% agree. Can't wait. Birthdays always around the start of the Euros and World Cup. Always have a full day for you. That sounds like my ideal day, honestly. I don't get to do it a lot. Because parenting, but I tell them about my ideal day ever. Honestly, I would love to meet up with a couple of people who I've met on Twitter and stuff and watch one of the Euros games. There was a couple of talks of doing that actually, so that would be amazing. Tomorrow should be there instead of White. Yeah, I agree, absolutely agree. White even instead of White or Cody for me. Chelsea need to go out and score another goal. 1-0 lead is dangerous and fragile. Yeah, I always say, and it might seem like a weird theory or a weird thing to say, because it sounds obvious, but it isn't. I personally feel like you have to be at least 3 goals ahead to win a game with ease comfortably. I think 1-0 is dodgy because it could be 1-1 in a flash. 2-0 is dodgy because as soon as you're at 2-1, the game could go either way. So I honestly think you need to be 3-0 before you can sit comfortably in a game. And even at that point, you can't even do it like fully then. So that's always my theory. And my dad always laughs at me because he's like, yeah, well, obviously, like the more goals ahead you are, the better. But that the way I'm explaining it makes more sense. What are you drinking? I'm drinking this horrible rhubarb Copperberg. Like, it's actually vile. There's like 3 new Copperberg flavors: tropical, cherry, and rhubarb. And I got them the other day and haven't drank any yet because I was saving them for today. And this is the rhubarb one. I was intending to drink all of them. And this one is so vile. I'm like not even going to touch the others because it's actually disgusting. It's vile. And it's completely put me off. Normally take the first week off for the tournaments, can't this year. Oh, that's guttering. I'm not at work, obviously. Well, this is my work, so I'm not at work, so I can just chill and enjoy. I'll be up for it with a few street club, though. Unless we're drunk, then might tempt you. No, but that would be amazing. We should definitely get that sorted. I would love that. JB says in 1999, Bayern Munich were winning 1-0 to the 90th minute. Then Man United scored 2 goals in quick succession during injury time. Yeah, exactly. Not over till it's over. You're 100% right. 100% right. I'm interested to see how Southgate chops that final squad. I don't really like Ward-Prowse for his mental free kicks, but got a feeling Lingard goes ahead of him. Probably Lingard's got tournament experience, hasn't he? I don't think James Ward-Prowse does. Chelsea, oh no. City are chasing down the game here. They're just, for some reason, their heads just aren't in it. I think they're so pressurized to win it that they're kind of all over the place. I don't know what's going on there. In terms of Ward-Prowse, like, for me, like, our midfield again, oh, that was just a clash of heads. What went on there? Is that Rudiger again? Because if Rudiger's gone down with a head injury, that's not good because he's already wearing a mask, isn't he? And it is Rudiger. I hope he's okay because that's not good. He's already wearing a head guard, so obviously a mask, so it's not good. Is it De Bruyne or Zinchenko? See, this is what I mean. I think De Bruyne and Zinchenko look exactly the same. So I can't really tell. Oh, Rudiger's up. He's okay. Looks like more of a neck injury than a face. Who's going to get a yellow card there? Because it looked like Rudiger stood his ground and kind of De Bruyne ran into him. But the ref's got his yellow card out, so... The Man City player looks in like really, really, really bad pain. Rudiger's got up. Rudiger's like a friggin' brick wall, isn't he? Like, he's just hardcore. He's hardcore as Antonio Rudiger. I really like him. Yeah, I think that's Rudiger's fault. The Man City fans are on there. Oh, De Bruyne is really, really... He's in a bad way. Really, really bad way. God, I hope he's okay. He's shaking. He's like really shaking. I hope he's okay. God, Silva for Chelsea now. De Bruyne. What if it like puts him off going to the Euros and stuff? Like, freaking hell. Obviously, Silva won't affect, but he'll have like the Copa America or whatever it is, won't he? Very concerning. Very concerning. Whenever there's a head injury, if I always get worried, like, I always get that horrendous feeling in my chest, like when I see something. Like, horrendous feeling. So it must be like really hard as a teammate to watch it. De Bruyne looks bad, really bad. He's shaking, he's moving around, just doesn't look comfortable whatsoever. I hope he's okay. Really, really hope he's okay. Gabriel Jesus is coming on now. Why? I don't know. I do not know. It's not Ribena, but I actually wish it was. This is way worse than Ribena. Enjoy the rest of the match. I'll be back after the game. So big up Kendall once again. Big up people chat. Shout out to you, Jay. Thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate it. Get Rudiger off. No point in risking it. He's okay. Rudiger looks absolutely fine, actually. I think De Bruyne is getting up as well. I don't know. Oh, he's got a bad black eye. Yeah, he's coming off anyway. De Bruyne is coming off anyway. Yeah, really bad black eye. I think I should go. Philly won't get rattled and can be relied on. Yeah, I agree, Emma. I really like Lingard, and obviously he's coming to form again. So, De Bruyne is dead upset. Who's going to take the armband now? Is it Gundogan? I don't know if he's crying or if he's hurt. I think he's just really upset that he can't continue. I hate this whole substitution crack. Why don't you just let them run on? Just let them crack on, man. Doesn't really matter, does it? Coming off at your nearest point, having to do a walk of shame. It's so embarrassing. Lampard hated Rudiger, no idea why. I don't know why. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, if De Bruyne goes off, it's game over. Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I really do. Really do feel sorry for him. As I said about Silva, it can't be easy to come off in a Champions League final, you know. I really wanted City to win it, but they're just not. Oh! Was that not handball? Is that going to get checked? Sterling shouting handball, practically fighting the ref, but obviously it's not getting checked, so. The referee's saying it hit him there, but surely that's a VAR decision. Is VAR even in the Champions League final? It's got to be, surely, right? Oh, potential penalty check. It is getting checked, but clearly hasn't been given. City have come out fresher in the second half, but they're playing Chelsea very deep. Also, this whole potential penalty check, I don't understand playing the game on, because if it is a penalty, you're just going to have to wave them back to the penalty flag, the penalty spot, and they've already played midway through the gameplay. It's just seems a little bit stupid to me, that. Everyone's like, that ain't a penalty. I actually really feel for City. I really do. Ball hit Reece James's chest. Yeah, the referee's seen it hit there, so I haven't seen the replay yet. This is Foden's time now. Can he carry City without De Bruyne? I hope so. I love Foden. I think he's so talented. I think he's one of the best youngsters. Oh, Hughes, what's wrong with us? The best youngsters in the world. Not the best, one of, in terms of talent. The game's been very equal if you look at stats as well. Total attempts, both 5, on target City 1, on target Chelsea 2. So, yeah, I hope Foden shines. This is his chance on the biggest stage in league football, if you will. Tell it to Sean Connery. My granddad loves Sean Connery. He loves James Bond. James Bond. Hughes. I've got something wrong with us. There's something wrong with my head. Look at his sound from that view behind him. Yeah, it does. I hate Chelsea more than any other team. Who do you support? Nowhere, man. Do you support another London team or? Kendall Fargo, well done to Brentford getting promoted. Yeah, well done, Brentford. Really well deserved after the amount of times that they tried to get promoted and always missed out. So, yeah, great luck to them. Great game today as well. Thank you, Stack, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And have a great night as well, too. Oh, you supposed to tune. Why do you hate Chelsea so much? Is there a reason for that, or just in general you hate them? You hate us more than Sunderland? I mean, I know Sunderland are a little bit irrelevant now, aren't they? But it's still very surprising. Also, I've just realised that the logo in the corner of this isn't the right logo. It's the Who Are the Lasses one. It should be this one. Just noticing. Phil Ford or João Felix? That's a question. Phil Foden kind of plays a very similar position to João Felix now, when really Foden to me is like a midfield. Obviously was, but he's becoming a very good attacking player. See, you've got the ball there. Just on the attack. I'm trying not to look at the comments in case anyone tells you what happens. They're just, no, it's just not happening for them. Fernandinho's coming on now, which should have happened a long time ago. Really should have been starting, let's be honest. Bernardo Silva off. Exactly the change that I said at the beginning should have happened. I said Silva shouldn't have been playing and Fernandinho should have been playing. Crazy. For me, Phil Foden's more proven than João Felix, because João Felix hasn't started in the league this year, even though João Felix is like my second favourite Atletico player. Like, for me, obviously, Phil Foden has really, really proved himself. So it'll be Phil Foden for me at this current time, but I think they're both very equally talented. Can't stand Chelsea myself, although not to Macron levels. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of Chelsea. They're not my favourites, but they're all right. I mean, I'm just kind of a neutral at this point. But as I say, I would like City to win it, because if you were Pep, like, wouldn't you be annoyed? You'd be like super annoyed if you were Pep not winning this. If it's a 1-0 as well, that's super. Oh, how annoying is that? I lose 1-0. I hate that, honestly. I'd rather get pumped like 5-0, because then at least you know you deserve to lose. But 1-0, like, that's so frustrating. So frustrating. Small club before they take over, lots of Tories pop as well. That's very true. Very, very, very true. There's obviously been a couple of racist incidents as well, you know. El Racismo with Chelsea. 10 out of 10 to finally make it. Well done again to them. Well done. Enjoy the rest of your night, Static. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's the Chelsea player down on the floor. I don't know who it is. Havertz is having a great game. Great game. Yeah, City just... This is what City needs. So Gabriel Jesus is pressuring Chelsea at the back. That's what they need. They needed that pressure just to, you know, get a little bit complacent, maybe lose focus a little bit. That's what they needed. This is what they need to do. So for me, Aguero's got to come on, because as we can see now, it's working. The pressure on Chelsea's working at the back. They're getting more chances now. So, yeah, for me. Feel Tories pot film while staying so quiet with all them on their iPads not watching the game. Chelsea was just as bad before. There was a couple of bloody people on their phones. It's bizarre. Oh, that's Werner off and Pulisic on. Pulisic needs to do like arm day at the gym or whatever. Like, he needs to do biceps and triceps, because his arms are looking slightly skinny. I see City scoring. I hope so. It'd make it more interesting for a neutral, wouldn't it? I mean, it would make it more stressful if you weren't a neutral, but as a neutral, I want them to score. And realistically, I'd want them to win. Sorry, guys, if I'm like fidgeting, my back's killing. Tuchel owns Guardiola. Yeah, he does at this point. He really does. Beat them twice in the league, beating them in the Champions League final. It's not looking good. Oh, Kante. I friggin' love N'Golo Kante. What a bloody guy. What a player. Excuse me. Hiccups. What a humble, fantastic footballer he is. I just love N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. Yeah, everyone's agreeing with my Aguero shout, which is surprising, because normally everyone just hates what I say. So, City on the attack there. Oh, they just haven't got that clinical edge about them at all tonight. There's no clinicality about them at all. Everyone's all over the place. I feel sorry for Pep. I love Pep. I think he's fantastic. And if he won the Champions League, obviously he's going to go down as one of the greatest managers ever. But Tuchel's doing it over him tonight. If Chelsea recruit well in the summer, because arguably we thought they were going to recruit well last summer and it hasn't worked out, but if they recruit well in the summer, like, I just cannot see anyone apart from possibly Man City like matching them in terms of squad next year. Can't see it. City. Phil Foden. Oh no, that was a horrible pass. That was a crap pass. Who was that? Oh, Riyad Mahrez, an awful pass. horrendous. Even still, I was like, oh, why? City are a lot more involved now. They're a lot more attacking. Oh, my God. Well, I'll tell you something. Havertz. That's not Havertz. Who is that? Kyle Walker just could not outpace that person there, whoever it was. So close. Oh, it was so close. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing some Euro watch-alongs. I think Aspilicueta's bad. The referee always looks like super like panic, like come on. Like he always looks really panicked, like the injury's so horrendous, and he's fine. He's sat up, for God's sake, man. The referee looks like he's shitting himself. Yeah, in terms of Euros watch along, I am going to do it. As I've said, anyone just let me know, DM me or tweet me, whatever. Let me know if there's any specific games you want me to cover. I'll cover like as many as I can that are interesting. Like, I'm not going to cover like, I don't know, Croatia versus Czech Republic. I'm just not going to cover that. But I'll cover like Turkey because I think they're underdogs this year. I'll cover like Italy, Netherlands, France, Spain, Germany, Portugal. You know, I'll cover all the like big teams that are going to probably do something, qualify at least from the groups. But the boring games I'm not going to do. I mean, to be fair, some of the boring games always turn out to be quite interesting, like really good goals. But yeah, I can't cover everything. So yes, I'll check out on Twitter in a minute. I haven't obviously checked Twitter while I'm on the watch along, but apart from at half time. Yes, disjointed that. Yeah, I mean, they really do. It's actually concerning. I mean, if I was Pep, I'll be very concerned. So I've got a very pretty little girl. Very pretty little girl. Just keeping an eye on her at the moment. Well, the Super Cup is going to be interesting. So obviously, going to be Chelsea versus Chelsea or Man City versus Villarreal, isn't it? So that'll be interesting. The Euros start the 11th of June. It's Turkey v Italy, I believe. On the 11th of June is the first match. So I'll do a watch along for that because obviously the whole opening ceremony and stuff's going to be on too. Honey, you can make Azerbaijan versus Turkey interesting, really. Did Azerbaijan even qualify? I don't think they did. So, and obviously there's a little bit of, oh no, it's Armenia, isn't it? I was going to say there's a little bit of really horrendous like war history and stuff with them. So, aren't a couple of teams like not allowed to play each other, like Russia and Ukraine aren't allowed to be in the same group and stuff? Is that still a thing? I know that was like the World Cup and that they weren't allowed to be in the same group. Kyle's asking who's Yon when winning the Euros. Probably France or Portugal for me. City are in. Oh no, they're not. City aren't in. Christensen really looks like someone. I think it's like a movie character, but I just don't know who it is every time I see him. But yeah, as I say, France or Portugal for me. I think they've got great squads. England have got the squad to do it, but haven't got the manager. So City have controlled the ball a lot better the second half, but they just still cannot cut through Chelsea's defence. It's looking really peak for them at the moment. They just need Aguero on. Just fucking put Aguero on. Pep Guardiola, listen to me right now. You need Aguero on. You need to pressure them. That was a silly foul from Chelsea. I don't know if this referee's kind of a little slyly on Chelsea's side because he seems to be giving a lot of fouls against Man City. Oh, the defense, Havertz is cutting through their defense like butter. Oh, is that Chelsea again? Oh, he's missed it. Is that Pulisic who's missed that there? Yeah, Pulisic missed it. Bad miss. Chelsea all over this. Yeah, Man City control the second half. I just can't get a goal, so you'd be annoyed if it was you, wouldn't you? Sorry, I just missed that comment. Any Newcastle players at the Euros? Yes, so Fabian Schär will be going for Switzerland. Ryan Fraser is going for Scotland. Emil Kraft will be there for Sweden, I believe. Did Slovakia qualify? Dubravka would be going if so, but I don't know if I don't think Slovakia qualified. Other than that, in terms of Euros, no. Miguel Almiron's being called up. I thought City were on the chance again there. Miguel Almiron has been called up for Paraguay. So, yeah, I think that's roughly about it at this point. I mean, the France squad is stacked to hell. But, like, maybe St. Maximin? Is that me being biased? I don't know. I can find any international shirts and prep for the Euros. Yeah, so I've got my England shirt ready that I got sent. I love the blackout Germany shirt. City on the attack. Oh, the pass. Oh, go on. Oh, they missed. Just didn't get a shot on it. Oh. Ben Chilwell did very well there. Very well. I love the blackout Germany shirt, but I'll buy it after the Euros if I'm going to, because I'm not going to buy another Euro shirt. My Euros one, it's slightly weird from my point of view, is it? You know what? It probably isn't even weird from my point of view. It's just everyone else will shout me and hate me. I'm going to get the Mexico shirt because I absolutely love the black and pink Mexico shirt. Love that. Absolutely love it. There's a couple of international shirts I actually really like. But yeah, got my England one ready for the Euro, so that'll be getting rinsed. I need to buy my little girl an England shirt, actually. Because obviously we haven't played a tournament. She's only 3, so we haven't played a tournament for, 3 years. So she was only like 6 months old when the last one was on. Maybe 8 months old. So I need to buy her one as well. Yeah, Terrace has been called up for Scotland. And if this is 1-0, I wonder if Havertz in 90 million flop instantly becomes a cult hero. Well, he's won them the Champions League, so can't deny him that, can you? The game's very flat, though. To win a Champions League final, 1-0, very, very, very flat. Just wanted more excitement. Got an amazing old Mexican Club America shirt somewhere. Yeah, a lot of Mexico shirts. I love. My dad's got a couple of like old international Mexico shirts. There was one with like the Day of the Dead sign on the front, and that was really nice. That was from like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. So nice. But yeah, I want the black and pink one. I absolutely love it. My daughter's 3, haven't found good international ones for her, but fake ones, there's a few. Honestly, DHgate, if you ever want shirts and you don't want to feed into your clubs, like if you're a Newcastle fan or a Man United fan, and you don't want to feed into your clubs, DHgate is freaking phenomenal. Oh, Guerrero, look at me. He's done Fernandinho for silver, which is what I said to do. And he has done Aguero, which is what I said to do. Imagine Pep Guardiola taking tips from me. Not really. It's obviously just common sense, but I'd like to think so. Oh, Guerrero. Hope he scores. If Aguero scores, or if he like scores 2, 100% a statue outside the Etihad. 100%. Without a doubt. I mean, Arsenal have got Henry. They got an Henry one, so I did a proper just a Donald Trump face there, wasn't it? Like, you know, that Donald Trump face, I was like, I just looked like that. Mexico 86 was a quality strip. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, so I'll have a look. I get DHgate without any names, because all the letters. I haven't had a problem yet, but I have that many. Like, I don't wear them very often, so maybe that's why. But now you've said that, I'm gonna hand wash all my DHgate shirts now. I love DHgate. Like, honestly, I'm obsessed with it. Like, oh my god, I should literally show you my Prada hat that I got. It just looks so good. So good. No, you're not being biased. St. Maximin is absolutely worldy. I wonder does he suffer from not playing the Champions League? Can't imagine the French manager watching Fulham versus Newcastle. That's true. City's corners. City have not got a good ball in the box yet. They really haven't. They're struggling. Oh, as I say that, no, Chelsea's head's just on it straight away. No aerial threat at all. City have controlled the second half a lot better than they did the first half. They just crumbled the first half, but they still just can't get through Chelsea's defence. Chelsea's defence is so solid. So solid. No one's out of position. No one's having to track back. I mean, City aren't pressuring them enough either, but they're just really, really brilliant. Yeah, I think St. Maximin does suffer for playing for Newcastle. I mean, I know we have got a couple of internationals in the squad, but like in terms of like big teams, you're playing for Newcastle, you're just never going to get in, and that's really unfortunate. We just need to do better. We just need to take over. We need to do better. Shout out D Records as well, who's with us. Shout out you. These tiki-taka teams rarely have aerial threats. Pep used to clear them out of Barca. Yaya and Zlatan's, yeah. Very true. I love Yaya Toure. He's one of my favourite footballers ever. Probably in my top 10. Who's that coming on for Chelsea? Is that Kovacic coming on for Chelsea? I mean, Chelsea haven't really needed to make a change, honestly. They've played really well. But, that's a terrible, terrible run. Kyle Walker, man. I think he's had a bad game. He's just not switched on today. He's tried things. They haven't worked. He's continued to do it even though they haven't worked. 12 minutes to go. I think Chelsea have this seat. Just not getting, yeah, they're not, Dave. You're 100% right. As I've said, they're just not involving themselves at all. They're just not doing enough to get that edge over Chelsea. But Chelsea are playing really well as well. Really well. Kendall's just me. This is the worst Champions League final I've ever seen. Give me Brucey Ball any day. No, I would rather my team playing this, like Ryan. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. But yeah, it's boring. It's not great as a neutral. Obviously, it's probably more stressful if you're one of the fans of the games. But it's okay. They've kind of cancelled each other out. Football's been, very tactically, just very tactical football in terms of, as I say, 50-50 cancelling each other out. Man City have had most of the run of the second half, just haven't done enough. And Chelsea were great in the first half. But it's nice to see fans there, isn't it? Hi, can I only join Scary Screen 1-0 at Chelsea? Yeah, it really, really is. I don't know if I've read that out already, actually. Here's bad Liverpool Spurs. Yeah, that was a bad one too. Jess thinks it's been pretty good. John Terry would take this suit up to reveal his full Chelsea kit to join in the celebrations. I don't put anything past that man. Don't think it's a worth of a final. Last one yet had no fans. That's very true. There was no fans last year, but yeah. It's always better when it's team different. Yeah, I agree, Emma, because obviously these play each other all the time. They know how each other plays. They can their game plans are more in terms of to stop the threat, whereas foreign, they just kind of go for it, and it's more exciting to see different styles of football, different players that you're not used to playing all the time. And yeah, Kyle Walker's having a bad time, I think. I remember in the 90s, the suspension Newcastle was great. Owned by NUFC goalie John Berridge. The kits were much cheaper than anywhere else. They were fakes. Budgie ended up doing about 6 months. Wow. Didn't know that. I love all these little cheeky stories about people. Proper good. Interesting. I love it. But yeah, I love DHgate. AliExpress as well. AliExpress shipping times way quicker, but you can't get as good kits on there. I have just ordered some basketball shorts, it's like a fashion thing. So I'll see what they're like, but I've only ever ordered football kits off DHgate. Chelsea. Oh no, that was a horrible miss. Jorginho. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ballum. Tuchel's tactics always work against Pep. Tuchel's obviously got them figured out pretty well, and knows how to dilute Man City's threat. But again, Man City haven't been much of a threat anyway to Chelsea, for Chelsea to dilute. So it's absolutely quite crazy. Pep overthinking big Champions League games. Yeah, he always does this. Hence why he hasn't won it, and he probably looks like he's not going to win again tonight. I feel for him because I really want him to win it. Chelsea fans, as I said, the Chelsea fans I know are harder to deal with. Chelsea, the tackles some Chelsea players have put in have been world class, honestly world class. Well, I suppose you wouldn't expect anything less from two teams in a Champions League final, but world class. Jorginho's got away with a lot. just looking through a couple of my group chats now because there's a lot of Chelsea fans in them. So I thought that was a great challenge from Fernandinho. What was the problem with that? Got the ball. I'm starting to feel a bit sorry for Peppermint. They have 2 world-class players for each position. Still feels it's hard to feel sorry for someone in that privileged position, isn't it, Jez? But I just really wanted him to win this. Be nice if they get a draw and it has to go extra time in that. A bit more exciting. But yeah, I just wanted him to win it a little bit more. Because as I say, Man City is just a bit more bearable. But I'm pretty neutral, honestly. Sorry, I'm not speaking. I mean, like, it's not on mute. I'm speaking to the little one. I think Reece James had a great game. I think Havertz has had a great game. Kante's had a great game. Rudiger's had a great game. To be honest, I don't think one Chelsea player's had a bad game, honestly. Go on. Keepers. Aguero. Must be awful to be a Man City fan right now. I would genuinely hate my life if I was a Man City fan right now. You know, when Mendy came, everyone was moaning about him saying he wasn't great in that. I honestly think he's really turned things around. I think he's a great keeper. Just his movements, I just love the way he saves the ball. I just really like it. Evening, Mike. Shout out to you. I personally thought in the first half for the goal, I needed Rodri and Furness sitting to protect the back four. Yeah, I thought Rodri should have been playing as well. They cannot get through City's back line no matter what. Everyone's having an absolutely outstanding game for Chelsea. Chelsea's back line, not City's back line. Just outstanding of Chelsea defensively. The DMs that are in there now. Man City, the pass was just too hard for Foden to get. Time to go for Broke City. They've just got to go for it now. Got no choice. They've got 5 minutes to go for it. Well, 4 minutes to go for it. How many minutes to play? So I'm roughly on about 86 minutes. So obviously there'll be about 4 plus added time. I'm going to say about 6 minutes to play with added time. Yeah, Havertz has looked good. Everything's stuck to him. Yeah, he's done really well. He's one of the better games I've seen him play, honestly. 6 more minutes, yeah. Man City are desperate for this. They really are desperate for it. They're looking a bit too desperate, actually, because that's the problem. They have the final third. They haven't been headstrong enough to do it. But again, Chelsea. Oh, great ball. Great. Oh, why? Why did you head it back like that? Oh, Aguero. Couldn't find anyone there. Yeah, they need the goal. They really do need the goal. It's the worst thing going to final, losing 2 FA Cup finals for me is getting beyond belief. Well, I've never been to a final of Newcastle, obviously, apart from the Championship last game of the season, and we won that. But obviously, I've not personally been to a game that we've been in a final. So, did anyone just see that girl? No, she was on the telly. She was like, well, there'll be a bit of excitement. Come on, City, 1-1. Be a bit more exciting. Pep's lost the plot. I feel for him. I can't help but feel sorry for him. I just don't know if it's because he's good looking. I feel sorry for him. And I just really, really like him. Really like him. Yeah, I'll stay on if it goes next time. I'll stay on till full time till we see who wins it. Got nothing else better to do, cleanly. But thank you all for sticking around. Really do appreciate it. I see who Christiansen looks like now. It's the guy who called young Han Solo, Aiden Ehrenreich. Okay, let me search it. I don't recognise that name, so it probably isn't who I'm thinking of. Gabriel Jesus with a red card there. Who's on the floor? Oh, God, it's a Jorginho again. No, it's really Pulisic, who is already made of crisp packets. Extra time will be good, but don't see Manchester City scoring. No, I don't either. Oh, it was Havertz anyway. I thought it was Havertz anyway. Chelsea fans are loving life, which you would be, wouldn't you? Which team is better? Chelsea has been the better team tonight. Man City just haven't done enough. So there's Aiden Ehrenreich. He does look quite similar to him, a young one. He does. It's not him. I don't know if it's like a Lord Farquaad, but taller. I don't know. Chelsea have got the ball now. 90 minutes is almost up. All Chelsea have to do is basically defend now, which they have done all game fantastically well. City just haven't done enough to get past them, and that's just what it is. So that's the German manager won the Champions League. Tuchel similar to Klopp in ways. I think, Klopp didn't play very defensive football. He had great attackers. Tuchel's kind of got to switch things around a little bit because defensively, tactics are brilliant. He's done wonders for that Chelsea defence. But he doesn't have the attack and prowess that Klopp had with a Salah and a Mane. So Tuchel's got to think kind of differently, and that's why a lot of the players come from the likes of Mount, because he hasn't got the attackers, the forwards, if you will, to do what Klopp did at Liverpool. So I think he's got to think a little bit differently. But again, he's done a really, really good job. And obviously, German managers are some of the best in the world. Oh, it's an awful pass. Awful. Oh, go on. Phil Foden, man. Jesus. Oh, it's unlucky, man. Kind of feels like the multimillionaire serial trophy winner Hansen Spanish man. I know, would you believe it? Would you believe it? Lincoln or Blackpool to win tomorrow. I don't mind either one. Both relatively northern teams. 7 minutes at a time. Oh, the head injury. I forgot. Come on, City. Come on. You've had the chance. You've had the chance. You've got 7 more minutes. Come on. Let's do this. I don't want to look at the comments in case you tell me that they scored. Yeah, but I don't mind Lincoln or Blackpool. Oh, no. I'm saying northern teams. Man, dumb. I was thinking of friggin' Lancaster. God's sake. But yeah, Lincoln obviously beat Sunderland, so I like them. But Blackpool's decent as well. Don't mind a cheeky Blackpool trip. Oh, friggin' hell. Kante. What a player. Chelsea are on the attack again now. Oh, friggin' hell. I'm sorry, right? Honestly, I always think that's flaming Kevin Keegan on Man City's bench. Always. Pep's like assistant bloke. I always think it's Kevin Keegan. Phil Foden's had a shocker there. Christensen did brilliantly. Oh, everyone's hands are like, no. Oh my God, whoever's nailed that, them nails that they've just showed. Sorry for the background noise, by the way, it's a bus. Because I've got the windows open. You hold your breath like I do. Yeah, I do. When I'm stressed, I'm like, and then I forget to breathe. Think most UFC fans have a soft spot for Lincoln now. Yeah, they do. I wish we had Tuchel. I wish we had Verlaine and Tuchel as well. All Chelsea players getting on the floor all the time, getting on my wick now, honestly, really on my wick. Kante's going to be World Cup winner, Champions League winner, and Premier League winner. N'Golo Kante, the GOAT. The GOAT. I love Kante. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Just so good. He's so underrated as well. I really want City to do it just for like excitement. I don't even want to look at my group chats right now, honestly. Chelsea fans. Although congrats to them, honestly. Like genuinely, but I love Pep. I don't have a soft spot for Tuchel like I do for Pep. Oh, get the ball down, man. Chelsea have just done exactly what I said. Defend. They're all in the box now. They're not even trying to attack. I wouldn't be either. I'd just be defending the 1-0, 100%. I'm gonna not look at the comments, guys. Sorry, because I don't want you to tell us if they've scored. Come on, please. God, if I was a Man City fan, I'd be crying. They can't have a ball in the box. Oh my God, if Kyle Walker tries that again, I would honestly, if I was a Man City player, I'd actually go and punch Kyle Walker's head in for trying the same ball 15 times, and it still hasn't worked. I'm sick of him. Absolutely sick of him. Oh my God, he'd be going nowhere near the Euros for me, him. Idiots. Okay, I'm being very reactionary, very bad-tempered, sorry. But why? Oh, Tuchel's having a pure stress. He's like, God. I told you he always looks stressed to death. Pep tucking his shirt in. Oh, yes. Oh, there's a little lad crying in the crowd. I can't. That'll be me. I'll be the one crying. I'll be like all over telly being an ugly crier. 3 minutes left. Thinks that he can do it? I don't. They haven't done enough for me. I might just go off Twitter all night. I don't think I can stand it. No too many Chelsea fans. Just gonna mute UCL, mute Champions League, mute Chelsea, just mute it all so I don't have to see it for the next few days. 2 minutes left, roughly. Chelsea been outstanding tonight. Absolutely outstanding. Looking at the goal line, the score line, you think, oh, they haven't been that good 1-0. But no, honestly, their gameplay to just dissolve any threat that City gave, which was minimal at best, but regardless, they've just done it so well. They've played very cohesive. They played as a unit. Their lines have been for... Oh, go on. Oh, my God. It was side net as well anyways. Oh, Rudiger's down again. Just take him off. Take him off, fam. Like, why are it... Just... Also, it's wasting time. Just get off, like... Because some referees don't add it on either. You think Chelsea was something the way you were going on? No, I just honestly, I just find it more bearable that City were doing it. And I really wanted Pep to do it because, there's no... The first time is at Champions League final. He's got there. I just don't... Obviously, with City, I just feel like I wanted him to do it, and then that was done. He could be in the greatest manager of all time conversation, and he's just not going to. No, he's just not going to be. It's Chelsea's now. They've got a minute left. Really, just Kante is my man of the match. Honestly, it could go several people, but Kante will be my man of the match as well. It's nearly over now. It's literally they've got 1 minute left. Well, maybe 2 if they count that Rudiger was down. I'd be crying, I'd be stressed, I'd be fighting. Pep should have gone with what he knew. Unlucky. Is this a corner? That's a throw in. Chelsea defensively. Riyad Mahrez. It's Chelsea's now. What a shame. Just writing a tweet now. Pep should have gone with what he knew. Is it over now? I'm seeing 6 comments, so... Oh my God, Felix Mahrez, Christensen... Killian Murphy, maybe it is Killian Murphy, Emma. Maybe Killian Murphy / Farquad. For all of City's dominance this evening being poor, very poor. I'm really disappointed. If I was Pep, I'd be disappointed. If I was the City players, I'd be disappointed. Obviously, it's Chelsea's game. Well, congratulations, Chelsea. Brilliantly played. Congratulations, Tuchel. Absolutely fantastic. Tactically brilliant. Players were brilliant. Nobody had a bad game. Everybody just knew what they were meant to be doing and played so well. Played an absolute blinder. Commiserations to Pep and Man City. I'm absolutely gutted for you. Really gutted for you. And I wanted you to win. But yeah, congratulations, Chelsea. Chelsea fans, enjoy your celebrations. Really and truly deserve it. The way you've played tonight has been nothing short of phenomenal. Kepa's just went and cuddled Aguero because Aguero's crying. He's leaving the club without a Champions League, which is really, really sad when you think about it like that. It's horrible. Aguero deserved at least that. But thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. All of the watch alongs, as I said. I'll maybe put a schedule out on my Twitter of the Euro watch alongs that I'm going to do. League football's over with now, guys. We can enjoy the Euros. I'll probably do a little bit of content on the channel between there and now. I'll shout out Arjan as well. Congratulations, Arjan. Phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Thank you so much, Dave, for tuning in. Everyone else, Jez, Emma, whoever else, I can't obviously name you all. You've all been amazing. Balam as well here. Thank you. But as I say, yeah, I'll put a schedule out on my Twitter. I'll probably pin it to my profile of which watch alongs I'm going to do. Obviously, if you click the little notification bell, you'll be notified when I go live as well. Please sub to the channel. Please like the video and share it. Genuinely, really, really appreciative of it. Oh, Aguero crying just breaking my heart in two. Like, genuinely breaking my heart in two. He deserved a Champions League and they haven't done it for him. Pep will probably be really upset as well. But yeah, please join me along for the Euros. I probably won't be doing any more like, oh, that's a fib. June 1st, I'll be doing a live stream for the England squad announcement. Other than that, it'll be reaction videos or, you know, pre-recorded videos until the Euros start. So again, please go and follow my Twitter, which is Kendall Rowan, just down here. Actually, it's Kendall Rowan X on the end because someone took Kendall Rowan. I don't even know who that is. But again, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Have a great Saturday, great weekend and bank holiday. And I hope you all enjoy. Thanks again.